Oh no, it's my blackened shafted nuclear atomium dick!
Wow, you really included a lot of things there.
Thank you.
You did a great job on that.
Did you say atomium?
I think so.
Atomium.
This one is, of course, a Pit Viper, like all tracks. And
All tracks are Pit Viper. Welcome to 2016. We're still playing Charles.
We are still playing Trials in 2016. 2016.
Can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Well, and whilst Red Links is not updating the Red Links recommended, we are playing community recommended tracks, which tend to be a big hit. You know, we've been doing them recently, and they've been great. Speaking of big hits,
Here we go.
what would you guys say is your favourite kind of timpani?
Timpani drum.
Yeah,
Well, it depends what you fucking pitch it to. They're all the fucking same.
I'm thinking like a really high B minor.
Ding, 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 ding. I like the ones that are getting
Jesus.
tuned as you're hitting them.
Oh, are you talking about timpani drums?
Yes, we are. Made famous, of course, by orchestras.
Used mostly in orchestras.
Yeah, but sometimes for welding,
Fucking hell.
if you want a particularly
Is
difficult
it a
job.
slow news day?
Sorry, what?
Well,
Timpani's
I mean,
used in
I don't
well-
want to talk about the presidential shit again because we went
done that.
to
We've done
town
that.
and I
We've
think
done
we
it.
came off okay.
We've been there, we've done it.
We survived. All right, the commenters generally were okay with what we said.
Okay.
So that's good. I mean, what's the next? What have you read recently, Ross? Anything good?
Mate, I don't read.
Well, you literally can't read, or
It's the dog vision. I can't read.
well, you
When it
can't
flares up.
distinguish grey paper from slightly greyer words.
No, you can't. That's the thing. The issue is everything's red. Everything's bright red.
Red?
Or,
I thought it used to be blue and yellow.
or blue and yellow, like I said.
Or blue and yellow. When does it change?
Well, it just changes depending on how hard I hit myself in the head that day.
Sorry.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, I live under a bridge, Trot.
I've got
And
butterfly
it's a low,
vision.
it's a low bridge. And
You
I
keep
stand up
hitting your
really
head.
quick. I smash my head.
You're a fucking
and then,
troll.
Oh, shit! I'm a troll.
You're a real
Okay?
life bridge
A real
troll.
life bridge troll.
Do you
And
charge
those don't
anyone?
come around very often.
They don't. Usually they're just,
Do you
online
charge anyone
trolls.
for your
Charge anyone. I steal their money.
Oh my god.
What do you normally charge a
don't-
person for going over your bridge?
£8.50.
Pounds?
£8.50. Yeah.
Euro?
Just- no pounds, just pounds.
What if
Still-
they've only got euro? Will you accept it?
No, I'll let them through. To be
What,
honest. So if you've got
without
a
cost?
currency
That you can't
isn't,
change?
isn't pounds, just fucking go free.
Sorry?
That seems like
Go
a...
free if you don't have the right currency.
Yeah, Trot. So if you want to feign like an accent, what accent would you feign if you're walking over the bridge, Trot? And I'm there.
Scusi!
Oi!
He's...
£8.50.
Scusi!
Trot, you wouldn't know that
No.
instantly. Trot, you wouldn't know that I was there instantly. For one, so you've already assumed wrongly.
Well,
he's only got...
you're assuming that I don't talk to myself while
Yeah.
crossing a bridge, Ross.
Yeah,
so
but you wouldn't be doing that accent. Yeah, I know that you wouldn't.
But he's only got lira. He's only got Italian lira from 10,
Scusi.
15
Alright,
years
well,
ago.
what? How much is 1 lira to the pound? What's
Very little.
right?
I can only convert to ruby.
Do you remember...
Ruby.
Do you remember the lira? It was like thousands of lira to the pound.
I heard you're a bit of a lira.
I am. I leer over your
We're in the
bridge.
changing room.
I leer over the bridge and see if I can get a cheeky look at your undies.
Yeah,
That's
What-
why
what
I
do
make
I
all my
see?
Pokemon learn Leer.
my flag is literally just a pair of underwear. I have a bridge flag.
What?
Do you?
Is it its own nation?
Yeah,
You tried to make your own little nation within England.
it's Calvin Klein. There's a tear in it, so it's
Calvin
it
Klein.
doesn't quite get to the-
Clyde.
Cly. There's no N.
Silent.
There's
Or
a-
missing.
Yeah, well,
In
there's
Ross's
a
case.
tear in the side. From
Reaver Dirty.
Dirty.
Reaver Dirty.
Dirty. But yeah, no. It's a slow news day. All right.
Is it?
So sorry.
I think we're just
Yeah.
choosing not to speak about news.
I don't think I've read the
Well,
news
that's because
today.
there's nothing that people want to hear about news. They're sick of us talking about the politics.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about
They're sick of us presuming certain things about stars and planets.
Oh,
How do you reckon it will feel having no eyelids?
Oh, man, Trot. Have you seen the film Hollow Man?
No.
Well, because he could go invisible,
he just
Spoiler
was
alert.
straight up invisible, wasn't
he could also see through his own eyelids, so he couldn't sleep. I imagine it would be like hell, Trot.
he? Is that why he went crazy?
How could he
Well,
see when his
no, I
eyes
don't-
are
I think-
invisible?
I'm
They've
guessing-
got nothing to reflect off of.
Well, there's
The
nothing.
whole point of light is it bounces.
Well, yeah, there's no
hits the-
logic to it, Trot. There's no logic
Then
to
why,
it.
why
But
apply
basically,
logic
they
about
applied-
seeing through your
They applied
eyelids?
logic as if you were human.
How are mirrors real if our eyes aren't real?
There we go.
Don't bring up philosophical questions like that you can't understand.
Nobody
They're
can
too
understand
deep
it.
for me.
Look, it's because you're not a Scientologist. Sign up!
Sign up now. This is what this has all been about. All right, guys.
Oh,
we
it's
started
a big
Hat Films
build-up.
5 years ago. to discuss with you
It's a recruiting
the power
agency.
of Scientology.
Now touch these 2 metal rods.
You know what I was reading? I was reading about Will Smith. He's apparently one really nice guy to work with in show business. Really nice dude.
Funded.
Like during filming, he'll always go around and say hello to the cast and crew who like obviously big fans of him, whatever. Tom Cruise, also heard, nice guy, reasonable guy, smart, intelligent guy. You know what they got in common?
Nice people.
Scientology.
Wait, but no,
So tell me,
You're suggesting nice people are Scientologists?
I'm suggesting that they might be onto something, guys.
I heard that he wasn't a Scientologist, but he funded. He donated money.
Who? Will.
Will Smith. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sure he is.
I didn't see that
Well,
he was
they're
actually
keeping him a
a
secret.
full-on like Scientologist.
Operating theatre.
He's not an ambassador.
I still haven't watched Going Clear.
Have you not?
Should I watch that?
It's
really
worth
good.
watching. Yeah. If you haven't watched it and you can get hold of it,
well
or watch
made.
it on TV somewhere. Going Clear really
It's a bit
shines a light on
cliche,
it. Yeah,
but
well.
it's the footage
It's
they
made by
used.
Americans.
I wonder if
What?
we've got many viewers
There's
who are
loads of American productions I
Scientologists.
love.
Do you imagine that Scientologists would enjoy our content?
Maybe. I mean, they're quite a minority, aren't they?
Pretty sure we're on a list.
If you are a Scientologist, let us know in the comments below.
Oh, do you really want to?
And just
open
let us
yourself
know
up to
why
that?
you're a Scientologist and what encouraged you to
Well,
be.
that's the same. You can get the same answer from anyone with certain faiths, can't you? It's just
you
like
could
it's just
do.
what made sense to me.
What's the youngest religion around?
I don't know.
Not cult religion.
Scientology, isn't it?
What do you think? It's
Do you guys see that stuff? I was reading about Satanism recently.
Jediism?
Satanism was actually
Sorry,
really
yeah,
interesting.
your daily read of.
Did you see
Satan-
that thing about
Satan
on
Daily.
Reddit about Satan? I mean, everything I talk about, I presume the average internet goer has probably already heard of. I hate saying about things and then people go, "Yes, I was on Reddit too." You know, like we were all on Reddit today. But yeah, there was a thing about Satan recently in Satanism, which is really interesting. Basically, Satanism is often misconstrued as people praising Satan, but what it actually is Satan, of course, was what's his other name?
Patron saint of bread.
The fallen angel.
Saint Nick, I thought.
Who was the name of the fallen angel? Also known as Satan. Lucifer.
Yeah.
So Lucifer was
Lucifer down at them.
a great song produced by Kanye West for Jay-Z. Kanye West, that's right. Yeah, Kanye West produced that song. As well as most of other
Illuminati.
Jay-Z's hits.
I'm sure there was credit given.
There was. It's just people just don't realise how good he is. All right. That's all right. That's your daily dose of Kanye West fanboys.
What's here? What's this become?
Anyway,
I really fucking love
right.
Kanye West.
Having way too
Satanism. I feel like I need to defend him because he doesn't do a good job of it.
We
himself.
didn't bring up anything
we
about
need to
Kanye West.
defend him.
You literally just brought it up just
Yeah.
so you could defend nothing.
No, I brought it up because Ross sung a song produced by him.
Yeah, he didn't slander him. He didn't say anything
No,
bad.
I know, but have you seen
Also,
the
it was a
internet?
sample he didn't make.
Huh?
Probably.
What? Oh no! Well, he
The
probably
amount of
made,
samples
he
he's
made
probably
the
fucking
sample. He
stolen.
didn't record it.
No,
if that's
the
what
amount of
you're
samples he's probably taken that aren't his, and sure,
sampling
he's
is the very essence of taking something somebody else's.
You give Kanye West the credit. Who sang that fucking original?
Well,
lyrics?
yeah, of course, but that's
All
not
right,
what
well,
sampling
let's go to the real core of it at the end of the day. If we're
Well,
going to credit
He's a
gonna do that?
composer. That's like saying
Right,
no
who made this
composer.
game? Who wrote this?
That's like saying no
who made this
composer
game?
deserves the credit because it's people playing
Who was the
instruments
first
that are
man
really,
to code?
really the big people.
What do you mean?
That's what you're saying.
But that's a vocalist. That's a real person.
No. What? That's a real person playing an instrument in an orchestra, but people still love composers.
Right. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like as in. I thought you said
That's the same.
instruments.
Well, anyway, that's
What
beside the
about
point.
Lucifer?
Exactly. Satanism isn't about praising Satan. It's about the concept of trying to think for yourself. And because Satan or Lucifer famously defied God because he wanted free will, and that's why they say Satan is their, like their flag bearer or whatever. Because he
Patron
was
saint
one of
of
the first
bread.
recorded times of a person rebelling against defined religion or whatever. Like,
So, if I was a Satanist,
yeah.
and-
You wouldn't believe in any god. You
I-
believe you yourself are a god. That's
Okay.
actually the closest thing they believe to God.
That's
is
interesting.
You yourself are a god. And
That's
there's
quite,
tenets of there's several tenets of Satanism which say stuff like you shouldn't harm other people, you shouldn't impose your will on others unless they let you. All sorts of stuff. It's really interesting. But basically,
So most of what I've seen is horribly out of context or cliched stereotyping of Satanists. Where
Yeah.
they wear like
or perhaps
metal,
people who have a different definition of what it is.
black makeup and all that stuff. And
Yeah, well,
gothic.
I think that comes
with it?
Sometimes comes with the territory. You can be a
become
free
a bit
thinker and-
culty.
Yeah, a bit culty, yeah. That's how they. What's your style? Oh,
I'm a little bit
I'm a bit
culty.
culty.
Think of upgrading to robes to cover my face so I can become a nondescript person as part of this cult.
Yeah,
What's raining?
exactly. And then we can be
I'm
ninjas.
making
Why does
Yeah.
everyone wear hoods indoors? It's not
I'm a
raining.
Ninja. But yeah, it was quite interesting and eye-opening and made a lot of sense after a while. But
Are you a Satanist?
well, no, I'm just a person
Do you
who
like
likes
the
to
idea?
examine different points of view, I guess.
See, if you're
which
in
is
your
what
own
they
god,
might be.
why would you need to hang out with other gods?
because
praising each other.
Because it doesn't it doesn't say that just
Why do
because
we
you're
need
a
to be a
god,
group?
nobody else exists. It just says that you should praise yourself and make sure that you know,
Okay.
you believe in yourself, I guess, rather than
I appreciate
mystical
it.
Why
god in
put
the
a title
sky.
on it?
I understand that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why does it need a title like a god?
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Like,
I mean, I guess some of them
if
say
you
you
just
don't even need a title.
Being, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You just want to.
And I think that's why
do
people
whatever you want.
would never go like, I'm a Satanist, because it's like, really? You're a Satan? That seems extreme, because you don't need to define yourself. You know? You don't need... You can be you, Ross. You can be Ross Hornby, god of Swindon.
Jesus.
Yeah, you like that,
Nobody
don't
wants
you?
to be
You
god
like
of
that
Swindon.
title? Well, that's getting him. That's getting him well
I think
excited.
nobody wants to be god of Swindon. It's a god
Well-
awful place. Fucking, it's horrible there.
Well,
I went there
Sorry,
recently.
mate.
It's just fucking, the centre is the worst.
You can
I could not
change that with
advocate,
your
like-
god powers.
No, I can't, can I?
No, it's just his
not a
ideals,
god.
mate. He's not a god.
I mean, it depends on. I guess it depends on what you think a god is.
Consciousness, though, we can't actually prove other people are conscious beings.
Nope.
So does that tie into Satanism in any way?
You could do if you wanted
Saying
to.
that you're the only person that matters.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's not really
but
being
that's a
nice to
decision that
others.
you make, you know? Like, that's only what we can prove so far. There might be a time
Who's
when
the
we can
famous
actually
Greek
prove.
philosopher that just got drunk and
Uh,
watched people
Huh?
and just thought everyone was just a chess piece on a board because they're going through their daily routines of, determinism or whatever.
Well, I think it was Socrates that
Platos?
said... Plato... Well, Socrates said that I think,
I
therefore
think it
I
was
am.
Play-Doh.
I
Sorry.
think that was Socrates.
I came
said
straight after.
he was Greek.
Started making shapes.
Yeah.
I think. Let
Cut
me
shapes.
double fact check this.
La piedra negra.
Cut shapes.
Please don't tell me it was...
Hey, is that Play-Doh?
Oh, right,
cutting
sorry, it
shapes
wasn't.
on
It
tabs?
wasn't Socrates that said I think, therefore I am. It was Descartes.
There you go.
Oof, I avoided some serious hate in the comments there.
Well, I mean, they probably
I
said
think
it
it's
before.
too late.
They probably commented just in time that it's made it.
And they've
Made
already
to the
posted
cut.
it, so
they've
they don't
already
really
posted it. Too
wanna
late. They've
track
posted
it.
it now. You don't bother deleting it. Just leave it.
Oh, it's got 100 upvotes.
Oh, silly.
Shit.
Yeah.
Silly, really.
Yeah, but there is that philosophical thinking called solipsism, which is where you get to the point where you really don't care about anybody else because
It's terrifying.
you think that they're all figments of
It's
your
an
imagination.
existential
Isn't there
crisis.
there must be an innate fear of someone who has no fear of anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder. Like, obviously, I mean, I don't want to
There's
go
no
back
purpose.
to the political element again, but like, if someone like has so much power, money, and everything they desire, like, and they don't really
You beat
care
the game.
what they do.
You beat
Well,
the,
they do-
the
they-
system.
They're at the top of their game. Like, they have no, if they're only out for themselves at the end of the day, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
But they
And
have
that's the
do
fear.
have something to lose though. They do. That's
Well, they
the
do
thing.
have something to lose.
They
I
have
guess.
all the power and all that money that they have.
But-
a person with nothing.
But
is
it's
a
so
person
hard
who
to
truly
once
has
you're at
nothing to
such an extreme stage of that, which
Yeah.
it's hard to lose billions of pounds, dollars, isn't it? Really,
Or you can do
like,
it Bill
I mean,
Gates and start,
yeah.
Contributing back. I
Well,
guess
that's the thing, you could-
unless
you
you,
could
don't
do
believe
that.
it all exists.
You could
But
do that.
I guess that's why he's entered the political sphere because it's a new thing for him to do.
Yeah, it's just another.
He does AMAs
power
on
element
Reddit.
to
Something for
dominate.
him to do in it.
But then ultimately, what do you want your leader to be,
Don't know,
or what,
really.
or what do you want your society to
Doesn't
be?
matter, mate. They're all figments
doesn't
of my
it?
imagination.
Exactly. I mean,
It's all the Matrix.
that is dangerous.
I'm in a little bowl and I'm being fed through a tube by robots.
well, there's that.
I'm being fed
free
through my
will
dick.
and all sorts of shots connected via his dick.
He's connected. His dick
at
just goes straight
request.
into his mouth and feeds him. From
I
there.
think gaming has fucked up my perception
I
of
think
existence.
Well, it's only just begun, mate. It's only when you step into the vibe.
Because everything
and-
has a goal, a reward,
Yeah.
a thing like that. It kind of makes life feel like a game.
But it's mirroring that,
where you have
isn't it?
objectives and stuff like that. And you think
But surely it's mirroring that. That's the whole.
it's mirroring it, but it's
Which is
also
probably why
it's-
capitalism's.
it's focusing on those aspects of life, those reaches, those goals, those
Yeah.
objectives. Like, great, I got 10 out of 10. Now what?
Great, I've got to
kind
get
of
this
thing.
grade to do well in this to get to that
like,
stage.
well,
or
The thing is, the
but
thing
yeah,
is, the thing is
there's,
this way.
there's a satisfaction reward level, isn't there?
Go
Yeah,
on.
and that's all it is. That's the thing, though. Like, if you think
pleasure
of it this way,
centers.
we're going to get to the point where we can create stimuli that perfectly mimic what we do in real life, right? In games. So
well,
we're
I
gonna
don't need to.
we're gonna be
'cause
able
I
to
jack
create
off all the time.
be physical feelings. We're going to be able to recreate images. We can almost recreate images right now.
Can you recreate
but-
my dick in VR
but-
and create
yeah.
a virtual hand in leap motion?
But ultimately, the
that
thing
exists,
that's going
by
to
the way.
define
That's
whether
not-
or
yeah.
not
Yeah.
it's real or whether or not you actually change, like,
As long as my brains are firing off the right neurons.
Well, you
But
can
no,
just
no, Trot,
fucking
the
just
difference
shoot
is
up
you can't
heroin
die.
and just.
Huh?
You can't die. The fear of death is the only thing
Yeah.
that would stop a person being fully immersed because you wouldn't be scared of things in the same way you would in the real world. And
Yeah.
that's
Which
the
affects your
only way
decision-making, yeah.
in the future you would tell the difference. Is because I'm not ending, I'm not stopping, I'm not beginning or ending anything.
You feel
really.
invincible.
What about if you go to a really rough part of town
Mhm.
and then bring your PC into the middle of the alleyway and then hook into VR, and you
Well,
have
that would
that
give you the
fear
fear.
of you're playing water bears, but you're in the middle of a street and you could get stabbed because you're in VR.
Well, I mean, we're gonna do it that way, mate. Just hook up a truck battery to your nipples.
No, I want to play water bears.
You
He
can,
wants to
but
play
you've
War
also got
Bears.
a truck battery attached to your nipples.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Risk. War bears is actually very cutesy, but I've got a truck battery attached to my nips, so
Yeah.
if I don't complete this,
Chris
I'm
Chop
going to get
chasing
a
that high,
huge...
chasing that high in his post-apocalyptic bunker.
What if you were, what if you put in your VR headset or whatever, you settle down to chill out and maybe watch a film just in VR, as if you're going to the cinema, and then someone comes along, sticks a fucking heroin needle in your arm, and gets you
Jesus.
hooked to heroin.
Now you
But they
want that
leave
H.
you in VR, and then they control
Oh,
what
imagine
you're
that
seeing.
trip. That would be
So
ridiculous.
then you're just like stuck in this virtual world. You can't really move because you're kind of
Do I
Yeah,
get
you-
constantly topped up with heroin?
always, yeah.
Oh my
It's a
god.
drip feed.
Then I won't know what
Much like that
starts
in
and what
in
ends.
hospital.
My life would be a trip.
Yeah. And that's, would you, I mean, if it constantly
I've
rewarded
never done
your
heroin,
pleasures-
so it's really hard to picture this, Ross.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying.
Do you want me to get you some?
No,
I mean, I've done smack,
Go,
I've done cocaine. No, I haven't done anything.
so go
Smack
outside
is
and he'll
Yeah,
score you
see,
some,
that's how little
score
I
you
know.
some H, and see how you like it.
Okay,
He's
cool.
dead. He's dead.
I'm probably
We gave it to him. He's dead. Shit, we gave him too much.
I'm here.
Zero tolerance.
Well,
No shot. No.
don't know
But I
what
mean,
you're even
they
saying
do
anymore.
say that if wasn't it something that they did a test with a rat, like if it could
sorry,
give
you're going
itself
for
an orgasm or something. Like there was a button that it pressed that gives himself an orgasm. It would just press it until it dies and starves to death.
Oh my god.
Well, there was another
'Cause it
one
rewarded
done.
it or something.
There was another one done with heroin, where it could either choose heroin or it could choose food.
Trials. That's right.
Food, and it would
Oh, I
it would
finished.
keep choosing heroin.
Yeah. Well, that's and obviously it's because it's hitting
It's
the
tapping
reward
into
centers
the
that
the
you
reward centers. Yeah.
otherwise have to
You're
work
manipulating
for,
the survival function of your lizard brain.
which is probably evidently the reason drugs are dangerous if you abuse them in such a way. Because
They
you just
affect your
fucking end up killing
hormonal
yourself.
balance, which makes you feel like you're getting the stimuli you need
Well,
to
this is the
survive.
thing. Like the other thing they noticed in the rats that were doing the heroin was that they were isolating themselves from other rats.
Yeah.
So it was breaking down the standard
Social.
group social dynamic. Yeah.
What if they made tiny little Oculus Rifts for rats?
Well,
and
I'd like to see
I
the test trial. I'd like to see that test, and I'd like you to do that test. First of all, you got to design microscopic little VR headsets.
I mean, they're struggling to get 1080p, but if you
Yeah.
make them tiny...
tiny. Well, I mean, you don't need the resolution really. Well, you do. You need a decent resolution in that small.
Also, rats
size.
have eyes on the size of their heads, so...
VR virtual
It's
rat.
a complete redesign.
Virtual
we're
rat.
we're talking. We're going to need a budget for this.
Cool.
So the Kickstarter's
Let's
released
hook up
now.
rats to VR, guys.
I'm
Let's see how
getting
this-
loaded on smack.
The Kickstarter's released now, so yeah, make sure to sign up for that so we can get rats on VR.
Because wouldn't that
See-
be hilarious?
Look at those cute little rats on VR. Oh my god, one of them's losing focus.
Oh, one of them's not
hankering for more
concentrating.
H.
And one's just enjoying room scale.
And this one's just fucking playing darts.
A lot of hentai. A lot of virtual reality hentai.
Yes, this one's in a masturbation machine.
What's peculiar is it's human hentai, not rat hentai.
Oh, but yeah, there was a documentary on BBC Three before it went online. I haven't actually watched it since it's gone online. Although I guess you guys don't really watch TV anyway, do you?
No.
No.
What is TV?
What's a TV? But yeah, there was a documentary with a guy from Outnumbered. Have you seen Outnumbered?
Yeah,
before?
have you?
He's got a really funny name. It's like Tiger something.
Stripes.
Alfred Winkenpipple.
No, I don't know his name, but somebody in the comments will correct me on that. So
Can we
okay.
call him Alfred Winkenpipple?
Yeah, he did a documentary which was like to do with like sex and kind of VR and kind of like sex dolls and shit like that, and like how in depth it is. And he basically put on a fucking VR headset and jerked off on camera.
Oh
I was
my
like, fucking
god.
hell, that's nuts. Well, a robot jerked him off. Sorry, a robot. He whipped on a robot and it was just jerking him off, and there was a camera guy there. I was like, fucking hell, that must have been the most awkward thing for that.
I watched
camera
What
guy.
did he think of it? How did he rate it?
He said it was horrible. He said he couldn't quite get there because it was just really awkward. And I was like, oh, no fucking shit, you're
Lot of
being
pressure.
filmed.
He doesn't
I bet
like
if you put a porn star in his position, they wouldn't have any problem.
He doesn't like danger
Well, sure.
waxing.
Well, I mean, they'd be used to that environment of being filmed while
Jacking it.
But, you know, oh, this is a great idea. It sounds like a great documentary. What have I got to do? Oh, you got to get jerked off by a robot. Oh, fuck. I mean, I really like the sound of this documentary, but that last part, can we skip
Get
that?
in there, Jackie Joe.
No, that's in the contract. You're going to have to get jacked off by Robo Joe.
Robo Joe.
Oh, Robo Joe, shit.
Yeah, you're going to get a Joe job.
You're going to get a real big Joe job.
Also,
If you don't, no Joe job, no job. What? Oh, okay. Well, fine,
the
yeah.
Joe job.
Also,
I
could you hurry up, please? We've got 10 VR rats ready to go.
These rats.
This Kickstarter really hit the fan. Some guys promoted it on YouTube, and fuck, it's really going. Microscopic VR.
I'm going to see if Harry can do
But
his
yeah, no,
best,
it's a very
best
awkward.
VR rat mock-up.
He's really fucking...
He put some
the ball
VR.
out.
It was an
apart.
interesting documentary, though. Apparently, these sex dolls sell really well.
Do they?
So there you go.
But where?
But where? That's a really interesting point.
Where do they sell well?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I watched it a while ago, so I can't remember the details of it. But they looked weird. Like in terms of they were very kind of dead behind the eyes.
Well, it's because they are.
Well, they are dead behind the eyes, but it's just like ugh.
Close your eyes.
It's a very, very expensive sex toy.
Yeah.
What's with your
and
dog vision, mate?
And
It'd
companionship.
be very
in some
realistic.
case. Well, yeah, no, it'd be fucking quality for me, but that's
I
not,
watched
it's
a
not about my
mini
specific situation,
mini
is it?
promo piece for the first VR porn
Oh yeah.
with a porn star.
How was
So
it?
they had her in a room and they literally took tons and tons of photos, like kind of like we did for the 3D print
Oh yeah.
of her just like spread
Vagine.
videos, giggling,
Vagine was
and then they
pressed against
did
the
a 3D
scanner.
model of her and put her in game with herself.
Can I just say this track's amazing, right?
Yeah,
It's incredible, yeah. But more importantly, VR rats. Are we going to look back at 2D monitors and think, holy
Yeah,
shit?
Absolutely. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about a 27-inch monitor.
Get back in your headset, sir.
And how
You're not working. Your headset's not on.
Oh god, that sucked. But like a 27-inch monitor is big, right? You're like, wow, I've got 20. This is really nice, really 1440p res or whatever. This is really decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just thinking about a time when, yeah, we're gonna look back and go, shit, people looked at these tiny 2D screens for so long,
Oh,
and we've got
shit,
these
like-
like vision spanning, like internal thinking
You
screens.
have to look at a square?
Well, it's like the other day when me and tried to fucking reset our graphics cards. It set us back to like such a shit resolution. I was thinking, fuck, that was the standard.
Yeah.
CRTs,
and fucking
mate. Do you remember
YouTube's
CRT?
React or whatever it is, the kids React or whatever. They reacted to Windows 95 the other day. Fucking Windows 95. I was like, fucking hell.
Well, that's not
I
a far
remember
cry.
that
At
shit.
least it has the same thing.
But they were just like, they literally said, okay, now can you turn this computer on? It was like one of the old ones with a CRT and stuff. And they were just like, obviously just turning the monitor on it, expecting it to work, and just like baffled.
Yeah, but
by it. I was
that's
like,
still
fucking-
a thing. There's a power
Well,
button on a monitor.
Well, yeah, but like there was
Sounds
a
like
power
some
button
idiot
just
kids.
underneath it. And
Wow,
it's just
we
like,
really did badly that round. Like, this is probably the worst.
oh, I
we've
barely
ever
paid
performed.
attention to it, mate.
I actually did really well.
156 points. Nuts.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe.
Watch out for those idiot kids.
Like the video. If you want
Virtual
more of
rat
these.
coming soon.
Yeah, VR rats.